Hey, what's up, you guys? It's Emily. So, I'm in my car right now. I wanted to film. I have a terrible tripod on my camera and it's like shaking, so sorry if that happens. But I'm in my car right now. I wanted to film a video, but I just couldn't find a quiet, nice place to do it. So, I'm just in the street in my car. But today is a special day. It is November 16th, 2020. But 5 years ago today, I had my spinal fusion surgery, and I have not done a video on this in 2 years. So I guess 3 years after my surgery. I did a whole video on like my surgery, my experience with scoliosis, my back brace, all that jazz. But I have not talked about it in a long time, and I want to talk about it. Like, I love to help people in any way that I can that are going through the same things that I did. So I think there are some people subscribed to me from that video, so hopefully you guys will see this. But if not, don't forget to subscribe so you'll see my future videos. But basically today I just wanted to do a video like answering some questions about scoliosis. My goal for this is like, whenever I went through this all the way from like 7 years ago when I was diagnosed to like 5 years ago when I got my surgery, there was no videos online of like a girl just sitting down like wanting to help somebody. There was like medical videos on the surgery. There was a few story times I'd find, but I just want to be someone that like anyone can reach out to. I get so many DMs on Instagram. Like, all of my DMs that I get from YouTube videos are always from my scoliosis video. Just people asking, because it's like scary when you don't know anything about it. So yeah, and sometimes people think they're like invading my privacy by asking me those questions, and I do not feel that way whatsoever. Like, I just want to be able to help people if I can, and I'm glad that people are still seeing that video. Like, I think it has almost 12,000 views now, which is crazy to think that many people have seen it and it's hopefully helped them in some way. But it's just kind of, it's not even outdated. Like, everything in that video, the information, everything is exactly how I feel still now, and it's even fresher than it would be now. But again, it was 2 years ago. I've matured more since then. I've grown since then. My back has healed more. And I look completely different in the video. That's another thing. I was checking a notification. I think I look a little bit better now. But basically, I've gathered a bunch of questions on my phone from the comment section from that video, from DMs I've gotten on Instagram, just different questions. So I thought in this video, as like a little celebration for it being 5 years post-op, I would just answer some of these questions that hopefully could help some of you guys. And I'm totally open for making more videos about this in the future. I just don't really know what to do. So if you're somebody from that video or somebody who has scoliosis, wants assistance in any way, for one, my Instagram will be linked down below, or I'll put it right here. It's just at emilyedwardsyt. You can always DM me on there, or email me. My email will be in the description. Always willing to talk about it. But I love to make videos on it. I feel like it's building like a little community of people who follow me because of scoliosis. So yeah, if you have any other videos you'd like to see surrounding the topic, just let me know, comment down below. But we're just gonna go ahead and get into it. I'm gonna answer some of these questions that I've seen. So the first question I wrote down was, do you have any aching or nerve pain after the recovery? This was something I was super like anxious about whenever I got the surgery, because I heard from everyone that like you would lose the nerves, like the feeling in your back, which is true, but it's not scary. Basically, like when they cut into your skin, like you're killing all the nerve endings, so they have to take time to heal back together. At this point, it's like when somebody used to touch my back, I couldn't feel it. At this point, it's pretty much all healed. Towards the top, like right in the center where my scar is, it's still kind of numb, but it's not an uncomfortable feeling. But ache wise, once I'm fully recovered, like I've been totally fine. Okay, next question. I'm gonna try to do these kind of quickly because I wrote down a lot. Can you feel the rods? So this one was something I also was super curious about. Some people are like, how do you not feel? Like, I have 2 rods and 17 screws. Well, I think everyone has 2 rods, but you know, everyone has different amounts of screws. But I have 17 screws holding the rods to keep my spine straight. And it's like, how do you not feel that? But I don't know, doctors are incredible, surgery is amazing. Somehow it just feels like my normal spine now. Like, you can't, if you actually press really hard though, may freak some people out, but if you press really hard, you can almost like feel the straightness of the metal in your back. Weird. But yeah, rods totally fine. You can't like feel them. How did you deal with the nerves of the surgery? I'm super big in my faith with God, and I also was surrounded by like my best friends and family at the time, and I could not have got it through without them. Like, I am someone who I just am really trusting, and I know everything's gonna be okay. Everything happens for a reason, and you just gotta, I don't know, I was totally fine. But that's why I like talking to people. It was obviously nerve-wracking, but like my mom was more nervous than I was. I'm not even kidding. I think all my friends were more nervous than I was too. I just was really trusting in God that I was going to be okay. And yeah, I had the support of my family and friends. That's really all I needed. But yeah, if you are someone who has, I've never struggled with anxiety or anything like that, so I can't relate on that level. But if you are someone that struggles with that, just reach out to me and we can talk about it, and I'll help like try to calm you down a little bit. Can you carry heavy weights? A lot of people are curious about if you can work out, if you can do all that. You can't carry, I don't even remember, it was so long ago. You can't carry like 10 to 20 pounds, like you only can carry like 10 pounds or something like that for a few months after surgery. Then I think it goes up to 20, and then at 6 months when you're fully recovered, you're totally fine to do anything. So yeah, when I first came back to school after my surgery, I didn't carry my textbooks in a backpack or anything like that. I didn't carry a backpack. But yeah, once you're fully recovered, you're totally fine. It's just the recovery in the beginning. Can you bend your back? This one is one that people are super curious about. I wasn't nervous about it just because I'm not like a gymnast, a dancer, or anything like that. If you're a gymnast or a dancer or a cheerleader, any of those like sports where you need to be flexible, I totally understand how this could be scary to like be getting a surgery where you may not be able to do some of those same things ever again. But when you can't bend your back, people don't understand that it's like your spine is not your legs, your hips, any of that. It's just your spine. You don't need to bend your spine in order to do like normal things like walking and twisting your hips and all that. It's wherever your spine is fused. Oh, someone's driving by. This is awkward. It's wherever your spine is fused with the rods and screws that you can't bend it. So I'm fused from, I don't even know what vertebrae, but basically like below my neck all the way down to like 3/4 down my spine. So I have the bottom few vertebrae free of the rods, so I can still bend there. So like I can try to stick out my butt if I want to, but it doesn't feel very comfortable with my rods. But yeah, it's just like I have really, really good posture. I can bend, but I can't like go all the way to my toes. I'll put in a clip of how far I can bend down, because this is a misconception for a lot of people that like you literally can't, like I feel like people think your body can't bend, but again, your spine, it's just like your torso. It doesn't, once you heal, like it doesn't affect anything that you do. Like it really doesn't. But I totally understand how it can be scary. I was terrified, like how can I not bend my back? Like no, but it's kind of like a fun party trick, like, or not even a fun party trick, but like my friends, like it's just like a joke, because I'm like, for one, I have good posture, but for two, like I just can't bend. I don't know, it's just a joke. But when could you get up by yourself? This was kind of scary because at the hospital they have to make you do like the log roll where they turn you over, get you up, all that. But I don't even remember when I could start getting up by myself. I think it was just that like my mom would be there to help me, and then slowly you'd start doing it, because you'd wake up in the middle of the night and like my mom was with me 24/7. I didn't want to keep waking her up. So that's kind of a hard question to answer because that was 5 years ago. I might have answered that in my other video. I'm not totally sure. Some questions about the back brace I got. How long does it take to get used to your back brace, and what's it like? Sorry, I keep saying a lot. These kind of videos, like more serious sit down talking videos, I'm like not good with my words, and I'm also trying not to like edit this much. Like I'm gonna try to upload this just how it is, so sorry if there's a lot of and I'm talking really fast also, but that's just me. But anyway, back brace. I got mine in 7th grade. I got my surgery freshman year of high school, so I only had the back brace 2 years before I got my surgery. I know some people wear it for years and years and years and years and years trying to fix their back. Me personally, it's just a personal thing for everyone. Me and my family, like we just didn't, well, for one, it obviously was my decision, but when I got the brace, I tried to wear it as much as I could. I was supposed to wear it like, I think they say 20 of the 24 hours a day, or was it, no, I think it was 12. I don't know. You're supposed to wear it as much as you can, basically. But your doctor tells you different things. There's night braces, there's day braces, there's braces you're supposed to wear all the time. There's a lot of different ones. I didn't have a brace specialized for nighttime, but I think it was actually, I was supposed to wear it 12 hours a day. I'm not really sure. But I did not want to wear it at school. I tried, and I wore it, I think, maybe 2 days in middle school, and it was just so uncomfortable. Like, I'm not trying to bring anyone down who's trying to, who's like getting a brace and wants encouragement, because if you think that it's worth it to go through that the discomfort in order to try to prevent the curvature, then that's totally awesome. I think they totally can work. But when we discovered my curve, it was already like 35 degrees or something, and so wearing the brace for me, it just wasn't really worth it a couple months in. Like honestly, I wore it probably for a year, but only for the first couple months that I wear it all the time. I just started to get so uncomfortable, and it felt like it wasn't helping because, again, my curve was already so developed and my back was already so curved that, like, I wanted that to be fixed anyway, and I knew it was just going to keep getting worse. It actually sprouted for a while there. It wasn't working, but then right when I hit my growth spurt, like, it didn't help. It just, my back kept curving. But yeah, that's different. It's different for everyone. If you have a night brace, I'm sure it's a little bit better to comfortable sleep in. I had, like, the day brace, but I wore it at night, so I just, like, for a solid 4 months straight got terrible sleep in middle school, and it just wasn't worth it in the end. I just slowly stopped wearing it, and my mom kind of understood, like, it was up to me. But when I'd go back to my doctor's appointment, I would tell my doctor, like, I haven't been wearing it. It just honestly sucked. That was one of the worst parts of scoliosis, and I don't want to bring this mood down, like I'm trying to encourage you guys. It just wasn't for me again. It just honestly sucked. Okay, I'm gonna do a few more questions and then I'm gonna end this video. But again, I want to do more videos about this. This is just to put it out there that I'm still on here. If you follow me from scoliosis, I'm still making videos. I'm still willing to make videos on it. So yeah, keep commenting questions down below. I could do another Q&A in the future. But we're gonna do like 2 more questions. Does it hurt since the surgery? Okay, a lot of people are wondering this. Does it hurt? Does it hurt? Does it hurt? That's a question you get all the time. Are you still in pain? Are you still in pain? I had really bad back pain before the surgery. So obviously the surgery is not, like, it's not pain-free. It's very painful. It's a huge deal. It's a big operation. But once you're fully recovered, my only pain that I have is when I'm, like, standing too much or doing too much, knowing that I'm pushing myself so much that my back will start to ache or it'll start to hurt. So you just have to know your limits and make sure that you're not pushing yourself too hard. But also, like, again, once you're fully recovered, I've been awesome. Like, best decision I've ever made. I have a straight spine. I have great posture. I don't get terrible back nerve pains or anything like that anymore. So yeah, it's been an amazing decision for me. But again, I'm gonna go ahead and end this video. So if you guys liked it, don't forget to give it a like and subscribe. I definitely will be making more in the future. If you guys want to see them, please comment down below any questions for scoliosis, because I didn't want to keep getting repetitive. But yeah, I'll see you guys in my next video. Okay, bye-bye.